Let us see some more trigonometric formula. First we have product to sum formula. Here we have product of sine and cos to sum of sine and cos function. In this first part it is product to sum, and the second one we have sum to product. So we have to express, if you want to express sum of sine and cos function to product of sine and cos function, so this is sum of sine functions equal to product of sine and cos function. So we have to memorize this formula. Now this formula is again derived from the earlier formula which we have already learned. First of all, let us see how this formula is derived. So our first formula is 2 sine x cos y is equal to sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y. So we will see how this formula is being derived. Now we know sine of x plus y is equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Sine of x minus y is equal to sine x cos y minus cos x sine y. So these two formula we have already seen, and we will use this formula to derive it again. Now we see in the right hand side, it is sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y. So adding this equation 1 and 2, what we have in the left hand side, we have sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y, and in the right hand side we see these two terms are same and it will get added, while these two terms are also same but it gets subtracted. So these two terms will get cancelled, while these two terms which are same will get added and will become twice of this. So this is 2x, 2 sine x cos y. So we got this formula here, sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y is equal to 2 sine x cos y. So the first one we got it. Now we have the second one, the second formula we have here, 2 cos x sine y is equal to sine of x plus y minus sine of x minus y. So again we know these two again. We will write, we have this 1 and 2. So now in this case it is sine of x plus y minus sine of x minus y. So we see here, so we subtract 2 from 1. So subtracting 2 from 1, so what we get, this is sine of x plus y minus sine of x minus y. So now we will subtract these two. So when we subtract this will get cancelled, there will be a minus sign here, and then again if we subtract this it will become plus. So this will be twice of this. Since this will get cancelled, what will remains is this will become plus after subtracting. So this will become 2 cos x sine y. So we got the second one as well, 2 cos x sine y. So first one was 2 sine x cos y is equal to sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y, and then second one is 2 cos x sine y equal to sine of x plus y minus sine of x minus y. And let us see the third one. We have here 2 cos x cos y. So when there is cos, we use this cos formula. Here it is cos of this is cos of sum of two angles, cos of difference of two angles. This again we have learned in our earlier part. So let us name this as equation 3 and 4. Now if we add these two equations, what will we get? Adding 3 and 4, we get, so the left hand side will be cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y is equal to the right hand side. If we add it, now again these two are same things and it has a plus sign, while these two are also same thing but having opposite sign, so these two will get cancelled when we add it. So what we have, 2 cos x cos y, here we have 2 cos x cos y, and here plus 0, so we don't have to write it. So we got the third one as well. Now let us see the fourth one, which is 2 sin x sin y equal to cos of x minus y minus cos of x plus y. We see here we have to subtract cos of x minus y minus, so subtracting 4 from 3 from 4, 3 from 4, so what we get, it will be cos of x minus y minus cos of x plus y. So this 4 minus 3, we have to subtract 4 minus 3, so this will get, when we minus, it will be here, it will come minus, this will become plus, so these two will get cancelled while these two will get added. So this is 2 sin x sin y, so we got the fourth one as well. So in this way we have derived all these formula, product to sum formula, from this two formula and this formula which we have already learned earlier. So if we remember this formula, we can derive any formula in the trigonometric function. So these four formula are very, very important. Next we have sum. We have seen this sum to product formula. Here we have sin x plus sin y equal to 2 sin of x plus y by 2 cos of x minus y by 2. So here also we can derive this from this formula. So this formula can be derived from this formula. So we will not see the derivation of the formula. What we have to do is we have to memorize all this formula. Now how to memorize the formula, let us see. Now we have to let us apply a trick. Here we see sin. So whenever sin is having plus sign, we will assume that sin is having a profit. So plus means profit. So whenever it is sin x plus sin y, that means sin is having profit. This is just a trick to remember. So whenever sin is having profit, it shares with cos also. It takes the bigger part, also it shares with cos. So x plus y is the bigger one, it takes the bigger part, also it gives some portion to cos. Now when sin is having loss, that means sin x minus sin y, we assume minus as loss. This is just a story, we are creating a story for understanding or for remembering the formula. Okay, so whenever sin is having loss, since it is already having loss, sin is a very kind-hearted person, so it gives all part to it, to the bigger part to cos. Since it is having loss already, it gives, anyway I'm having loss, so it gives the bigger one to cos and takes the smaller portion, x minus y by 2. Now since sin is a kind-hearted person, now we see for cos. Whenever cos is having profit, this is plus, we see here cos. Cos is not so kind like sin, so it takes everything to itself. So cos of x plus y, the bigger portion also it keeps to itself, and the smaller portion also it keeps to itself. So we remember like this. Now when cos is having loss, this is minus, so we assume this as loss. So when cos is having loss, we have seen that cos is not that kind-hearted person, so it gives all the loss to handle sine. It gives all his loss to be handled by sine. So there is a minus here, sine. So sine is a very good person. It is handling all the loss of cos. So now sine will take the responsibility of all the loss of cos. So in this way we just create a story, any story we want. This is just one kind of trick to remember. So sine profit means it takes the bigger one to itself. Also it shares to cos, a small portion to cos. When sine is having loss, he is a kind-hearted person. So although anyway if he is having loss, let us give the bigger one to cos. It gives the smaller one. Now cos is having a profit. He is not kind like sine. He keeps everything to itself. So here cos is having loss. He doesn't want to handle it. He gives sine to handle everything. So it is a minus here. This trick applies here also. Sine of this 2 is the reverse. In the reverse way, the sign of plus addition profit means takes some portion here, sine cos, and minus means the first portion is x, gives the first portion to cos, takes the second portion, and then here cos is having profit, keeps everything to itself, and cos is having loss, gives everything to sine. So in this way we can remember the formula. Okay.